Do you know how many children play in teams in the Twin Counties? Well, 2,500 kids are learning to be good sports in athletic leagues all across Nash and Edgecombe.
Hello and welcome back to City Beat. I'm your host, Tamika Keenan Norman, and if you're just tuning into today's show, a big thank you to Todd Gardner, our Tar River Transit Administrator, for joining us a little earlier. He told us all about those nice blue and white buses that I'm sure you've seen out and about Rocky Mount, those Tar River Transit buses. And one of the great things about those buses is that they are powered by Cummins engines. So right now, as you can see, we're at the Rocky Mount Cummins engine plant. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And joining me today is John Judd, plant manager.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining me because I know you're incredibly busy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome to City Beat for the first time. Tell me a little bit about what you do as plant manager.
Okay. Well, I've been on site for 29 years here at Rocky Mount. And yeah, as plant manager, I'm responsible for the product, more importantly, the people, the community. It's a big job. And more importantly, we take care of the customers.
Yeah, you all are very involved. United Way, when you said community, so many different aspects of the community. Congratulations on being here for so long. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
You don't even look like you've been here for that long. So how long have you been plant manager?
2016, 2017. So
Okay.
my 1 year anniversary, official anniversary just happened in May.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's been exciting. It's been good. The people have been good to me.
Tell me a little bit about the company and some of the services that you all provide.
Yeah, well, Cummins is a phenomenally good company, right? And they take care of people in the community. You know, Cummins is a diesel engine manufacturer. A lot of people don't know we also build natural gas engines here at Rocky Mount. We're part of, we service boat markets, construction, ag, of course the automotive industry as well, and bus market. Cummins is huge. We're all over not only North America, Asia, and other continents. And we do a lot of services. We do a lot of service work, emissions, solutions, components, engines. So Cummins is a huge company. Yeah.
Considering your size, is it unique for you to do something for like Tar River Transit buses for Rocky Mount, or do you work primarily for other regions?
No, you know, we get orders from customers and we supply them engines, and it was really nice to that Rocky Mount ordered these engines from one of our major bus customers, Gillig.
Okay.
And they're out of San Francisco, California. And we actually had one of our folks there, one of our managers from quality was there on a visit. And he called me, he said, hey, I don't know if you're aware of this, but Rocky Mount has ordered buses. They're building them right here at Gillig in San Francisco. Okay. So it was pretty interesting. So yes, we get orders from customers and we build to order.
And you all have been doing a great job. I read in the paper, saw your picture in the paper. I think it was last week for building your 4 millionth engine.
Yeah, it was that's been a phenomenal event for us. It happened on March 15th. I'm sorry, March 17th.
Okay.
And we celebrated last week, and we brought on retirees, old plant managers, our senior leadership. We had a lot of interesting people here, but we enjoyed it.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations. I want to know, I know Todd mentioned to me that there were 7 new buses. How long does that process take to build 7 engines, and how many people are typically involved?
You know, I'd like to say from the time we get the order, from line set to ship, it's about 11 hours. It's not very long. In terms of how many people, I'd like to say all 1,800 people contributed to building the engines. It takes about a shift and a half to get them off. And of course, there's a lot of people, not only the people that are building the product on the line, there's people that order the parts. So I like to say all 1,800 people participated in building those engines.
That's amazing. I expected you to say like a week or something.
No. And we have customers, you know, they'll place an order and 8 days later we have them the engines.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's this workforce. We're pretty adaptable. It's a good workforce.
Yeah, you have to be on it to get to 4 million engines, right?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We do. It's taken us 34 years to get there.
So how do you think these engines will positively impact the community in terms of energy efficiency, all that good stuff?
Yeah, well, these engines that are in it, they're a 9-liter, what we call our L series engine.
Okay.
And they're very efficient. I think what makes, if you've heard the bus run, it almost sounds like a car. And so we've reduced the noise. The fuel economy has been phenomenal. It's about 15% better than previous years. And it's very clean. It's very emissions sensitive. And so I think what people, when the bus comes up to the bus stop, they're not going to hear the engine. It's going to be very quiet, and they're not going to smell the old diesel smoke. It's very clean. So I think for our economy locally and the environment, it's going to be a big success.
So what are some other reasons you think manufacturers choose Cummins? What's good about Cummins, something that stands out?
Yeah, I would say horsepower.
Okay.
When you think of Cummins engines, we think of heavy horsepower. We think of horsepower, fuel efficiencies, clean air. Cummins stays on top of state-of-the-art technology. We would like to say we're a leading industry in terms of emission standards. We were one of the first diesel manufacturers to stay in front of everybody else in the market. And we support the emissions laws and rules because of it.
And you mentioned that innovation. How do you think you've progressed, and then where do you see yourself like 5 or 10 years from now?
Yeah, I think more and more the engine, probably the block, starting with the block, is going to change. Today we put cup plugs in. I think in the next 10 years we'll be able to design and manufacture blocks that'll be more quiet. They'll be without cup plugs. Anytime you add to a block, you increase your chance of a defect, or you increase your chance of something wrong happening. So I think over time the engine's going to get more quiet, if you will, and the engine's going to be more efficient. And we're also trying to get more horsepower at the same time. So I think the technology is just going to continue to grow.
Okay, it's amazing where technology goes, isn't it?
It is.
And it changes like in a moment's notice.
It is.
Anything else that you want to add, John?
No, I think Rocky Mountain Engine Plant, we're changing who we are, and it starts with the people. And I think what makes us unique from everybody else is a customer can order, as I said earlier. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call, and we're going to do about whatever we have to do to get the engines to them. And we're just lucky in that the city of Rocky Mount, we're able to purchase the buses. We were able to put our sticker on it to say, hey, they're powered by the people at Cummins Rocky Mountain Engine Plant. So we're excited about that.
That sticker looks so good because it has your logo colors.
Yes.
What are they, burgundy or red? What are
They're
your logo?
red and black. Yeah.
But that color pops on the back of that bus. What do you think about the buses anyway?
Oh, they're awesome. They're awesome.
They looked good. A big difference from the old buses, huh?
Big difference.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Congratulations on your milestone, and also congratulations on being plant manager as well.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to City Beat as well. Don't forget to join us next week. I'm your host, Tamika Keenan Norman.